Hello, it's Corel Mel with Key Lifestyle Solutions, Grandmother Raven's Turtle Called Lights of the Sky. And here we are, November. Like we finally got to November. But before I get into all the exciting energy stuff, let me just update you on the community. So the one thing that I want to talk about within the community that we did, we launched our brand new new moon ceremony, which is a sacred plant with a T. New moons are about beginnings. And you're going to be seeing this video on a particular day that I've chosen, which is November 6th, but it's also a one-tone day and the day sign of Akbal in the Mayan calendar, in Mayan astrology. There is an expansion happening, and in our community there is an expansion happening. So we're finding that everybody really is enjoying the community getting together for these ceremonies. And so whether it's full moon, our newest one, classes, earth medicine classes, that started the level 1, and now we're finished because the last class was on November, or the last day was on November 1st. And that's going to be expanding, and there's going to be more opportunity to start exploring these things as Spirit delivers them. There's nothing ever rushed. We didn't have cacao. That's coming up next month. So next month is an action-packed month. This month we have Tarot. Of course, we have Reiki Share. And all of these events typically get filled up way ahead of time. Like they're starting to. And actually, we might even have to add a day for Reiki Share. This Saturday, on the 8th, is online Reiki Share, which is amazing all on its own to experience. So if you're limited in when you can join, that's a Saturday morning, and you can't come in an evening, that's perfect. And also, if you can't travel online, or you're in another place, city, perfect. You can join in that way. Our community is slowly growing and expanding, and that's exactly the type of energy that we have in the month of November. So let's move into the energy update for November. I'm doing things differently. I'm changing it up. I'm always listening to what the energy is and what Spirit is asking of me to engage in. So I never know one day to the next what that exactly is all going to look like, and I try to authentically follow that the best I can. And so that's what we're doing. We're learning to go with the flow, and we're learning to connect more into the universal energies and listening to those that give us the little pokes about no need to procrastinate anymore, you need to take action. But knowing those feelings. And this full moon, that's today, I'm recording this on the full moon, is quite intense. If you go to the blog, I talk more about how to align with the 5D world, because we've been going in and out of that 5D world. And some of us recognize it, and some days we're like, hey, I'm in the flow, I'm doing the 5D. I think I'm doing the 5D, or am I in the 5D? Like, that's some of the questions, but we already are. That's the thing. But where we tend to falter is we slip into old patterns, belief systems, habits of what used to be. And we're changing. We've been going through a process of transformation and change. And so this full moon today marks a very interesting time of, and it's a full moon in Taurus, by the way, a beaver moon. It's a super powerful moon, the most powerful of the year. So Taurus is about structures and groundedness and stability and all those things. So folks who haven't been looking after their physical world, physical body, their finances, their security, all of that. There may be a change that's unexpected. And the 4 fixed signs will be affected by this, probably the most, and depending on where they are in your chart, of course. Will be Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So if you're any of those signs and you can't join us tomorrow for the full moon ceremony, then I suggest doing something special for yourself. Important to write intentions down of allowing the feelings, but that's the thing. We have to feel the feelings in order to understand what to let go. And that's a challenge for many folks right now, is allowing ourselves to feel. And sometimes we could be really surprised how well we're doing with that. Okay? But maybe sometimes we're not doing so well and we're pushing it away and not looking at it. So that's part of the challenge. Now, this energy update is about the shifts that are happening. So there's different portals. And the one that I want to talk about right now is 11/11. It's a powerful day. It's November 11th, so we call that 11/11, and that can be a powerful portal to connect to that energy, especially for your manifestation. If you haven't been doing so well in the manifestation arena, maybe it's time to sit down and really be realistic about what you're doing in your world to make these changes. They don't have to be huge. We just have to acknowledge where we're at and be real with them. And the more real we are, the easier it becomes. If we blindly just keep moving through life and not addressing these things, that's when stuff happens. Body awareness, emotional awareness, really important right now. Our mental health, our spiritual health. It doesn't have to be about religion. It just means that you're connecting to who you are, your consciousness. Your spirit's outside of you. It's not inside of you. But we need to go in to get deeper. So whether that's through meditation, being in nature, and the number one thing, I'm going to keep saying this for the next 3 years, you got to be grounded. Absolutely have to be grounded. And you got to find ways to keep yourself grounded every second of the day. So some of those tips that are in the blog talk about how you continue to bring in more of the 5D. And the 5D is love, compassion, joy. It's a much nicer energetic. It's a higher vibration. And so it's difficult. It's difficult to be there all the time. But that can slowly change. The more we recognize that we're in it, the more we draw it closer to us in creation. So, yeah, that was the portal I wanted to talk about. I feel like a news reporter, you know. I got new equipment to help do this a better job. Practice neutrality. That was the other note I had. Appropriately. When I say appropriately, it doesn't mean you ignore what's in front of you. It means you have to use all your faculties to discern what is happening in the moment and not to react to everything, because right now it's very reactionary. The world is reactionary. You don't always have to react. Sometimes it's best to observe and witness. See where you can be from a place of neutrality and hear the other story. Or take what we call in tarot the hangman perspective, right? That also will help you straddle the 5D world versus our 3D, 4D reality. Oh, and just a note about the grounding. Grounding's important because we can't connect to the mother and the vibration of her frequency if we're not grounded. We can't stay up here all the time. You can't. You're still in human form. So the blog talks about that, how to stay in alignment, especially people with Reiki. You have this beautiful gift. Reiki is pure love. Why are you not using it for that? So that's the question. Putting awareness there about how can you stay in 5D more often throughout the day, and then celebrate that at the end of the day. Okay? So I talked about that. I talked about being grounded. And I also mentioned that today's the super full moon. Tomorrow we're doing a special ceremony. We are fully registered for that. It tells me that the community does well when we gather together. And so we may have to find a bigger place to gather, because I have to put a limit on how many people can come at this moment in time. So that being said, if you have any challenges right now, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, please reach out to myself, my colleagues, other practitioners, if you're having challenges. Somebody to help manage the energy. Okay? We're all energy. Everything is energy here in this reality, right? All right. So we're going to move on now to, and I have to put my glasses on if I'm going to do an oracle, but I'm just going the flow with this. I'm going to do each astrological sign, and we're going to start off with Aries. And so I have my Akashic Records Tarot deck. Why do I have this one? Okay, so I've cleared the deck, put some nice meditative energy with it. The reason why this deck jumped out is because there's a lot of people working on ancestral healing, our Akashic Records. That's our 10th chakra. So this is general. And when I'm doing something general, it's very difficult to get a read on exact things. You'd have to get a personal reading for that. So this is a really great way to just, let's look at what November holds for each sign. You'll each get a card. And, oh, I know what would be really great. Before I start that, let's just do an overview of the main overall arching energy for everybody. That's a nice idea. I'm glad I let that go. Okay. I knew that it wanted to be here. I just didn't know what capacity. So what we have, willing release. Oh my goodness, willing release. And so it's a 49 that comes to 13. 1 and 3 is 4. I was talking about stability, and there's transformation and transmutation happening. I don't want to say it's being forced. It's just being put in front of us that something has to be done. I love this because it's like, you know, when the dandelions go to seed and then the wind blows all the little seeds. Well, this is what this is showing. Willing release with the butterfly, right? Isn't it pretty? And it's blue. And this full moon, this is allowing us to release all that energy. So this is for everyone, right? It's about getting our vibration up, our frequency up, and matched with the mother. That's what we need to be doing right now. Okay. Willing release. Yielding to a divine plan. Releasing attachment to form. Especially if something isn't what you expected or wanted. Leaving room for serendipity. So if you find that still a challenge, you're not getting where you need to go, then you have to be really, really honest. You have to get to know yourself better. You have to get educated. Whatever it is, that's what needs to happen. Some days you have to let go of your struggle to find an answer and focus on other things for a while. This doesn't mean giving up altogether or losing anything. Remember that in our co-creative partnership with the divine, give and take is necessary. You do your part by setting your intentions and taking any necessary actions. What was I talking about? You need to take some actions. It doesn't matter what it is, just action. But you must then surrender the form, the timing, and the how to your higher power. So this is the part that people struggle with a lot. I see this all the time. There is a divine plan for each of us. When acting on this faith, you may find that your intense desire for something translates into a feeling of attachment and entitlement. This full moon is all about this right now. Right now, you can immerse yourself in this experience and allow the divine plan to unfold as it will on your behalf without interference. Can you be open to receiving what is yours, even if it's not packaged in the form you thought you wanted? Perhaps if you look deeper, you will see that you've received the perfect vibrational match to your most authentic wants and needs. You have put in the work, defined your desires, and felt them deeply and engaged your higher power. Now you must let go and see what transpires. This isn't always easy. Impatience erodes the foundations of your trust in the divine. Surrendering truly will serve your highest good. Knowing this truth in your heart, can that really be so difficult? I know, right? Could it be so difficult? I hope I read the right card, because if I didn't, then I did. Willing release. Okay, that's funny. And the ceremony we're doing tomorrow is going to help with that. Yes. We do some shamanic things in the ceremony. All right. Let's get on with it. Aries. What is your tarot card for the month of November? It wants to give me a few, but I'm only taking one. The top one. I'll look at the bottom. 7 of Keys. The Ascent. Ooh-wee. 7 of Keys. Right. 2 of Roses. Oh, that's Cups. Winged Messengers. Okay, Aries. That's your card. So, this could be about new love coming in, and it could be about new love with self. It's taking me to look at the angel and also this hawk. There's 2 chairs. And I also noticed the house in the background. There's something here about finally settling into where you are meant to be. In a relationship that's in alignment with who you are. If you've been fighting that, then I guess it's time to come to a realization with it. If you're trying to balance self, it's the masculine and feminine here. And you're also opening up to all the possibilities of the divine, bringing you what you need to know in order for November. This is specifically for November. Capture and start to learn about the balance of the masculine, feminine within yourself. And if it's about a relationship outside of yourself, how can you bring this back to balance for you? Okay, Aries? Very lovely. Okay, what's the card for Taurus? Oh my goodness. This one. Taurus. 2 of Scrolls. 2 Worlds. 2 of Scrolls. This is like Two of Swords. It's interesting that it's a 2, Taurus. Lots going on in this picture, so I'm just trying to pick out the energy. There looks like also contemplating this balance, and because this full moon is about you this month and creating stability, there is something on the mind of maybe what you're not noticing, all the abundance that's right there in front of you. Because I see abundance outside with color. I see abundance on the table. I see abundance, the spinning wheel, and all this making yarn, that looking somewhere else. Yeah. It's really an interesting picture. I don't know what this white thing is, but it's near the broom. But when I look at it, it's like contemplating where you're at. And are you enjoying your environment? Because your environment's going to change, Taurus. If you have Taurus in your chart, whatever house that is in, whatever planet it's in, that's what, it's a contemplation. Maybe it's something that you have not taken a really serious good look at, and now you're going to have to take a good look at it. Contemplation. Well, that's you, Taurus. That fits with this full moon. Okay, we're off to Gemini now. What is the tarot for Gemini? Tarot message. Okay, we have Two of Forces. The Willow. We're getting twos, people. This is interesting. Balancing the inside again. Two of Forces. You know what? I'm not sure. Roses is cups. Two. It's hard to say. Anyway. I was thinking the other one was Swords. Or maybe it was Pentacles. Yeah. Aries had Pentacles. Anyway. Oh, this would be fire. Okay, we got it now. For you, Gemini. So there is also something here interesting for you, Gemini, with the tree and the sun on the tree. Something is finally shedding a light to you about growth. And it's going to allow you to move forward in the month of November like you have not been able to do before. And I love this because it's got the water going by the tree. And there's new growth coming for you. New growth. New ways of being. New... Like there's an opportunity here to plan, to make movement. Okay, the water is an expression of movement. And also in your body. So if you've had health issues, it's going to heal. And yeah, there's new beginning. Like it's not an ace, but it's on its way. So you're well on your way in the month of November, Gemini. Okay. Let's look at Cancer. It's wild. They're all twos. How is that? Everybody's going to be finding some kind of equilibrium. Okay, top card. 8 of Roses, 8 of Cups. Well, Cancer, this is really coming together, feeling at home, you know, a little bit of community, but feeling at home. November is going to be like gathering again for you, gathering with people you love, some me time, taking care of yourself. It's Sangha, community. You're going to get a lot more from community than you have in the past. This is really a blessing for you, Cancer. So however it feeds you, do what feeds you in community. Like, don't do it if it's a chore. Do what feeds you. Bring along what feeds you. So if you get the opportunity, try to immerse yourself more community-wise in the month of November. Beautiful. All right. We're on to Leo. Leo. What's the tarot card? Sacred ones for Leo. The month of November. Well, that one kind of jumped, but it didn't fall out. What's the Leo? Okay. It wants this one. It's doing it really weird. We got an 8 too. Oh, this is crazy. Archangel Raphael, 8. Oh, this is a major arcana. All right, I love this. Archangel Raphael. You've got some, now it's pointing to the heart chakra and a green orb. Okay. There's light coming through. There's something for you, Leo, that you're creating. It's rich. And it's authentically connecting to your heart. Something is allowing you to expand your heart into more of what you want to create. That's more authentically you. It's a beautiful card. Really, really special for our Leos. Okay, Leo, here's the interesting thing, is that you're one of the fixed signs. And so this full moon is a huge opportunity for you. This full moon could take you off in a career you always dreamed of, and it's taking you there. So make sure that you connect into this beautiful energy for this month to manifest more what you're creating. Don't hold back. Nothing held back. Just go for it. I love it. Okay, let's go on to Virgo. What's the card for Virgo this month for November? Virgo, you have 10, the light of the world. Whoa. This is like the world card. This is like measure and intellect. This is like, wow, Virgo. You're making some movement here. I love looking at these pictures and just trying to see what's jumping out. Oh, the cat and the man looking out the window. And then again, he's holding the lantern. So there's something magical you're creating, Virgo. This is in alignment with who you are authentically from your Akashic records, the magical character that you are. The world, you're bringing the world to you. It's either in the house, or you're bringing the world to you through magic. Oh, I love it. Okay, Virgo. Let's go on to our beautiful Libras. They just had birthdays a little while ago. You're on to a new cycle. Here we go, Libra. 5 of Keys. 5 of Pentacles. Wishes fulfilled. Ooh, 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 ooh. Now, It's interesting because usually Five of Pentacles is like feeling lack. This card does not show lack. This card is showing, see, I don't read these cards in reverse either. Showing abundance from all areas of life. But the interesting thing is, it's like not really realizing that all the abundance is just all around you. Libra. It's all around you. Like, check it out. So, whatever you have been working on is going to come to fruition soon. The doors will be wide open and you're going to be moving forward in the month of November. Career, job, relationship, doesn't matter. This feels more like manifestation of your desires and dreams, like it says. Okay, that's for you. Okay, we're now in Scorpio season. Scorpio, this is for you. This is for you. Seven of Keys. Seven of Pentacles. The Ascent. Haha, it's been a long climb. Now what? Right? You're at the top. You're at the top. Now what? That means you got to start doing new things. So, Scorpio, you're also a fixed sign for this full moon. So you're at the top. You should be able to see all the possibilities. That's what's saying. You can see all the possibilities. It's up to you to which one you would like to choose as you go and descent down the mountain. Okay? You've done a lot of hard work. A lot of hard work. A lot of hard inner work. It's your turn. This is what I want to say. It's your turn. All right? All right, that's for you, Scorpio. We're now on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Ho, 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 ho. This one was excited to come out for Sagittarius. The Queen of Scrolls. That's like the swords. Ooh. Sag. Let me just say, sharp mind right now. So you can't get held down by the clutter. Do not let noise in the world interfere with your goals. There's sometimes a fear, especially if you're somebody who's thinking all the time, that you're going to miss something. You're not going to miss anything. You're Sagittarius. All that matters is what's happening in the moment. Go with the flow. All right? You got this. Way to go, Sagittarius. Yeah. Capricorn. Oh, Capricorn. You get Archangel Raphael as well. Wow. 8. Creation. Stability. 8's an awesome number. The heart is opening to what you created and you're divinely protected. Okay? So, keep moving forward with your plans and dreams. Just keep taking action. You're doing great. Aquarius, you are on the fixed, you're one of the fixed signs that's going to be affected by this full moon. Oh my goodness. The super full moon, the powerful full moon. Aquarius, what is your message for the month of November? I'm going with this one, the King of Forces. The one on top. I always take the one on top. King of Forces. Okay? That's the king. It's like the the King of Wands. It's taking my focus to the sky. There's something brilliant coming through. your calm, charisma. And look at, we've got a wolf or a dog with a rabbit and an elk. And the water is flowing by. November is going to be the month to find your calm. It really isn't, you know, it's going to be good. You're really good. It's nothing to be worried about at this time. You've got it going on. So this full moon, if you have been planning to make some changes, do them now. That's what it's saying. Do them now. While you are standing in your power, Aquarius. Do them now. Sorry. Pisces. Last one. Pisces, Pisces, what's your message, Pisces? Again, top card. Archangel Gabriel, 3. This is like the Empress. This is for you, Pisces. Yep. November is a time that you're going to actually bring some equilibrium back into your life. Okay? You are ready to express life. You are about to make a big change. And there's going to be better flow. But you're very well protected. It's so beautiful. No worries as you move forward. No worries at all. Keep doing what you're doing. If you happen to be able to take advantage of this full moon, please do. Don't blindly go through this full moon. Set some good intentions. You're well protected. You're going to birth something brand new in creation with the divine, as it was saying at the beginning. Okay. Those are all the messages for all the signs for the month of November. And we're going to do one final oracle to sum it all up for everybody. Here it is. Another butterfly. What? Butterflies. Close encounters. Look at that. The veils are also real. I didn't mention that in the energy update, but the veils are also very thin. Be careful what you put out there. Your words are spells. 10. Let's just take a look at 10. Vulnerability as a strength. Letting others see your wounds as well as your strengths. Setting healthy boundaries. This is for everybody. This is for everybody to be awake and aware. This is a time of connection that asks for you to be vulnerable and authentic. That's come up a few times in the cards, messages. Let go of any social masks or constructs you use to keep yourself apart from others. Lower your shields and allow yourself to step into a dance of intimacy. When you become close to people, you remind yourself that you are not alone. You're a part of a beautiful, meaningful bond. At a deep spiritual level, there are so many lessons offered to you in this closeness. At a social level, intimate relationships help you ignite the spark of life. That is the power of affinity. You flourish as a result of offering emotional honesty, a true desire for equality, love, friendship, and laughter. We aren't meant to be alone, yet sometimes we are wounded and we build walls around ourselves so we don't get hurt again. Time to be honest about yours and step out from behind that barrier and engage in all of life. This is a beautiful opportunity to allow your vulnerability to be your strength as you choose to live in integrity and without artifice, even in your work life. This mode of connection allows you to be truly present. When you live this way, everything and everyone thrives. You have no need to defend yourself when you're being truly and utterly you, empowered by your raw openness and willingness to be seen. In this way, Your close encounters will not fail you. There is much to celebrate when you stand eye to eye, shoulder to shoulder, sharing your heart. And that came through in a few different signs. The heart opening. And again, I'll show you the card. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm truly grateful. Please like, share, and subscribe. I know I didn't say that through the whole... I don't want to say that through the whole thing. You know? I just... Trying to be more efficient is the key thing here. And still having fun. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. So truly grateful that you took a moment to watch the video. There's going to be timestamps with everybody's different card. And I will put that in the timestamp area, into the description, sorry. And as always, I hope that helps. And we'll talk to you very soon in the month of December. Our month will be coming to a close, and our year coming to a close and approaching 2026. Have a great day.